Hey everybody, Dr. Red here, and we are back with some more Magic Arena. Coming off the high of hitting a important subscriber milestone goal, thank you so much by the way, we're going to be doing some Bant hero shenanigans, and at some point, just now, I clicked something, yes, Vanguard, to add that to the deck. We do not want that here. But yeah, Bant hero is going to be different than Esper. We're going to be running some different cards. One is really cool, and I wish would be able to see more play in the meta, but with how prevalent 3 Fairy is. Field Mystic. I love this card. When you can actually get it off, A+. Wonderful Elf Lizard Wizard, but we'll see if we can get off a few fun counter spells with it. Otherwise, what are we running? Running some Paradise Druids, Hexproof, mana fixing for us, having something that costs a bunch of things that are like double green, double blue, double white, double green. It's kind of relevant for us to have some mana fixing, so outside of her and a 1-of Oketra, she's our only going to be single-colored spell. Of course, excluding Hero Precinct 1, which is the namesake of the deck. Gross Spiral's Ramp, Crass's Big Boy, love him to bits. Deputy's fun. It's Prison, terrifying ball orb with a bunch of hands ripping it. Hate that now that I've noticed that. Item Autumn is pretty good. Enchantment removal, which is pretty relevant right now. Life gain against burn. Counters if we just need some beaters out. Everyone knows Teferi. Frilled Mystic is a 3/2 for 4 with flash. That is a counter spell on a body. Love it if we can actually play it. This guy here on our opponent's side might not let us, but we'll see. This is amazing. She can win the game on her own, as we've seen time and time again. Tulsamir is cool. Have a few of him, like at least one of him in the sideboard for aggro matchups. The 3 life you gain when you force the fight. Amazing. And Oketra's cool. The game goes on, we play her, we're able to get a few of our creatures out, just flood the board with 4/4 zombies, and a 1-of Warrant Warden. It's a fun, neat little combat trick. Spicy 1-of. Don't know how relevant it'll be, but yeah. Let's get into a couple of games. It might be a quick video, because for once I'm actually having a social life this tonight in like an hour, so yeah. See if we can get these videos going quick. Okay, so we're jumping to our first game against Siri, something of that sort. And what is our opener looking like? We have double hero, a gross spiral, a caresses, technically all of our colors. I'm okay with this hand because it lets me potentially be greedy. So let's see what we can get off with this. Depending on what our draws are like, we might end up gross spiraling, or before we do a double precinct. Vanguard makes me think life gain, so we'll deal with that as it shows up. Get this out because outside of this temple garden, everything else will enter in untapped. Come on, show me the kitty. There he is. There's my big fuzzy boy. Love him to bits. Next turn is when they're going to start popping off, because I can only assume they'll have another thing to actually trigger the lean and Vanguard procs. So we're going to be getting our Sunpel Grove off, just to get our colors out on the board. And the tokens that the Hero of Precinct... Neat. Okay, I think we're playing against someone who's doing something very budgety. But, yeah, that's kind of neat. So we're getting hit pretty damn hard this turn. Getting hit for 7 on turn 3. No blocks, first strike even if we wanted to. The dorks we're going to be making with the Hero of Precinct 1 are going to be very relevant, though I think we're being forced into a position to grow spiral this turn just to get the trigger off with Hero. So with that being said, we are fine to play our Temple Garden, because we can do this at instant speed. And then we'll have mana for Frilled Mystic, all that fun stuff the next turn. Another Pride Mate. Okay, they're going to be getting 2 big kitties. Would be a really good target for our binder to hit. It's a little concerning, huh? Seeing this Law Rune Enforcer is very scary. Got some big angry kitties here. So what are our options here? I think sadly we're just going to have to chump block right now. Let's see, we're going to have 5 men available to us. I don't want to sack the precinct if we can avoid it. So right now they have 4, 5, 6, 8 damage on the board. I think we can just chump half of that right now. next turn will let us get another precinct down. We won't have the mana for a Frilled Mystic. And all we could really do with our Crassus is a Crassus for 1. We can Teferi bounce one of the bigger Pride Mate, which I think might be the course of action here. Teferi will probably die, but that is what it is. At least we're going to have some blockers here to deal with some of the smaller bodies. Let's get rid of the bigger kitty. And we'll have access to a Paradise Druid later. Can also do a rather large Crassus to an extent. It would be a Crassus for 3, which not large enough, sadly. Let's see. We're definitely on the back foot here. I'm thinking, depending on what they swing in with, is it worth our time to block anything with our hero currently? Because right now we can do this. Can technically get rid of the Vanguard, which is the only way they're constantly gaining life currently. Kill the Drill Master. I think we just have to take 2 right now. Our life total is getting very low though. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can take it this turn. So we hit our land drop. Just uptake our boy here.
I've got time.
A Gross Spiral will leave us mana open for a Frilled Mystic, so we'll be able to generate 4 things at instant speed, which is pretty relevant. Opponent is in top deck mode. If they play a card, we counter it. If they don't, we still probably Frilled Mystic either way. I think we're in the point where we have to. I'd love it to be an actual card he can play, though. The tapping is happening. Tap, tap, tappa, tappa. Hey, they're playing a card. Cool. I have a counter target. Which is good, because I don't have any blockers for the skies right now. Yes, I would love to counter target spell. Thank you so much. Of course, trigger, trigger, trigger. Blah, blah, blah. Gonna pass to attackers. What are we dealing with here? Of course, we have Gross Spiral. We hit a land. Cool. Not a land, another Druid. Let's see. We can go here and double block there. We hit for 4, which I'm not too keen on, so I don't think I like that line. Especially if they're not touching Teferi. I think we're fine to go like that. Get rid of that one. Double block the Vanguard. Single block the Pride Mate. Nothing gets through. They're left with a singular Johnny's Pride Mate. We are getting low on that whole HP front, but we are going to be able to generate at least a couple of tokens here. I think it's important. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can Crassus for 4. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Get a couple card draws, couple tokens, which can stall the board down here. And we have our O'Ketcher out, which is good, because it leaves our Paradise Druids with some value there. These don't have Vigilance, or else I'd probably just swing with them right now. But for the time being, can just make him tap his Lava Rune Enforcers. There's a Pride Mate. And the good game, awesome. So we actually got to use our Elf Lizard Wizard and win against an aggressive mono white, albeit it seemed very budgety with a focus on the life gain with Pride Mate. But yeah, first game in, first win. Love to see it. Okay, next game we're up against Zolina. Let's see, what do we have for early interaction? Nothing too crazy, but this might be a bit greedy. We don't really have an early play, but may as well get our slow lands down. I love that sloppy breeding pool noise. Just as God intended. Doesn't make me uncomfortable or grossed out at all. Don't worry about that. Land of War Elves, okay, that's fine. I kind of want to do the cheeky thing and just bounce it, but I don't think that's necessary, to be quite frank. But you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to bounce their ramp. Don't know if they had something super valuable that they wanted to hit right on curve. But if they did, I'll be able to Frilled Mystic it. Ah, just a Jade Light Ranger. Whatever. You know, ooh, a Massacre Girl. Pretty. Okay. Ah, okay, they're running the Golgari Land Destruction. I can respect that. Now let's see, what do I want to do here? We can uptick my Fairy Boy.
This
So we
might be a
green,
bad
green,
idea.
blue, blue. That's fine. I think I'm just going to hold up Frilled Mystic mana. Because we have a potential just to keep the Fairy up, trade, counter, all that fun stuff. Let's see what they have, though. They might just cycle their Field of Ruin, which would be annoying, because this would be just a dead turn for us. Yeah, it's just a Lana War Elf. That's whatever. Yeah. Regret holding mana back that turn. Well, quite a bit. Let's see. What can we do here? I'm not too keen on Knight of Autumn. Can we get some value out of Crassus? Not yet, because we're only going to have at most Crassus of 3, which just replaces itself. Teferi, there's no really good bounce targets. We haven't hit a basic, so this isn't too concerning for me. Let's see how this goes. Because right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they might have Casualties of War mana. I don't know if they'll want to play it yet, but doesn't look like they are. Looks like they're looking for a target to actually hit with more than just the land destruction part of it. You know what? That's a pretty good counter target, so I'm fine with that. Yes, I would love to. Sad that we got punched in the face, but is what it is. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 6 to get this off. We can now 2 for 1 us with that. We could technically bounce the Lana War, which, assuming they miss a land drop, delays that, but I don't know how relevant that actually is. Or we can just Crassus for 2, 4, 6. Just a Crassus for 4 sounds decent enough to me. They can decide if they want to gut it or not, but yeah, I think we hold back our Mystic, because if they do use Casualties of War here, they'll probably kill the Crassus. I can still trade the Mystic for the Ranger, which is fine. Then we can Hero of Precinct. Really, another one of those, huh?
Let's tear this place up. No one said not bad
Fair enough, okay.
for a mouse.
So let's see. May as well get our hero here down. What can we do with what we have? Teferi does nothing explicitly for us. With the uptick on Vivian, there's a decent chance they can just find the land they need. So it's not like they're going to be missing their 6 land drops. So we don't want to play into a board wipe here. The Knight of Autumn with uptick doesn't sound the worst and gets us a token. So I think that's our line of play right now. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And how relevant is getting a Paradise Druid this turn? I don't think very. So let's just get a breeding pool down. We're at the point, though, where we do have to clear the way to actually get rid of Vivian, because the card advantage she's going to be giving them is kind of obnoxious. Find a Lani War. They have their 6 land. So wait for them to do the order of operations. Click this, click the land. See if they want to do that now. Taking their time. Oh, that's, you know, I'm not gonna lie, that is a far greater problem. What can we do here? Get another Crassus out, which no matter how big it is, they can just delete it with Casualties of War. We can get a Druid, a Teferi. I think we just Druid, Knight of Autumn. Mana, save mana for Crassus after they burn through some removal with the Casualties of War. I really don't want to play another Planeswalker into this. Yeah, I think that's our current route. Because our only real target is you know what? Technically, we could have Teferi'd, bounced back Frilled Mystic, and held counter mana open, but it's really easy for them to play around a counter they know I'm definitely holding in hand. Let's see. This is the turn I expect casualties to hit, though.
Meet my newest friend.
Let's see what they find. They get a Wild Growth Walker. I don't know how much they have for Explore package in hand, but 3, 4, 5. Some. Okay. We're kind of at a weird point where the board's just getting very wide, which I'm okay with. I think it might just be Teferi, bounce. Yeah, I think we might be the point where Teferi, bounce Frilled Mystic, keep enough mana open to get a Crassus large enough to hit Vivian to stop her from ulting, as well as counter magic to deal with casualties of war. Yeah, I think that's what we're looking right now. Our board's definitely looking pretty wide, which is good. Kind of glad they don't have a Massacre Girl right now, but thankfully I think that will wipe their half of the board too. What are they holding priority with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assassin's Trophy and Knight of Autumn. Okay. That's fine. I do run a couple of basics here, so that doesn't get us completely SOL.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't do that with the Frilled Mystic or something of the sort. Because that should have been their target, I think. Opponent hit me with the nice. What a nice guy. Of course, at least Frilled Mystic will trigger our Hydroid Crassus. We do have to keep the double Field of Ruin they have in mind, because that will destroy one of our land.
The wilds are my shield.
Another one will fetch one of our basics, assuming we don't draw it. They're definitely getting a big walker. Game's kind of stalemating, and I'm thinking they have a scarier endgame than I do. Plus, it doesn't help that she herself will be able to kill the Crassus, but that's something they're going to have to do. See, I'm trying to figure out what our actual win here is now, because we're getting to the point where it's a smidge concerning with the Vivian at 5. We can't let her ult or else we definitely lose. We have another Elf Lizard Wizard in hand, which is pretty cool. Some value out of him. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. I think we need to keep 6 open so we can crash this for... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll lose 1 from the Field of Ruin, so 11. 10, 9, 8, 7. I think we can crash this for 7. We'll just crash this for 6. I feel like that's the safer line of play here. 1, 2, 3. See how it goes. Or I could have just totally botched my counting here, but that is what it is. At least this demands Vivian to downtick, which delays the game a little bit. And we do have our Warrant Warden to spend to get Big Burb out number 2. So I'm not overly concerned with what happens with our Crassus here. Hopefully they forget Paradise Druid does Paradise Druid things. Yeah, there's that removal there.
Sometimes rest. Let's do this again.
One good thing is we technically have drawn deeper than they have. They do have a backup Vivian, which is annoying, but getting another hero would be pretty fantastic. Thinking about it. End of combat. My turn. Okay, good. They respected my open mana. Fantastic. Speaking of open mana, and what we do have available to us, that number probably just got a little bit more large. We're going to be playing... yeah, let's just slam down Nissa. An important thing for us to do with her is make sure we use all of our non-forest greens first, I think. There we go. Then we can use our basic island. There we go. Probably wrong, but it felt pretty right. So opponent is maybe slightly concerned here.
I will aid you.
So what we can do... Now let's cancel this first. I think it's important for... We have so much mana that we need right now. I want to get a Warden out. That'll be 5 mana, but I still need to hold Frilled Mystic for the counter, and I'd like a hero up. I think we can afford to wait this turn. Nissa makes mana very confusing to keep track of what you have available to you. Because this would need... We would have that. I'm fine with this, I think. Because that taps like that. Gets us a new bird. Some more 1/1 tokens from our hero. We have 2 of them out now. Token that can deal with Vivian pretty damn well. And then we can just get one of our breeding pools up and ready. To very well sacrifice it to destroy the breeding pool now, that's fine. We still have our forest. And the great thing about forest is I can tap that for 2 mana. I don't think we start swinging again. Importantly, we do have Frilled Mystic mana open. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so we definitely have enough. Downside is, I don't know...
Like I do.
He might think these 2 blue we have open right now are really important, but thankfully we have this Paradise Druid here. Wild Growth Walker is getting pretty big, but... Let's see. Yeah, how much mana does opponent have? He has 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I think I have to get this counter off now. Wait, why would he do that when he could have just... I guess so. I mean, he won't have mana for Casualties of War, but he might just be hoping I don't have another Frilled Mystic for the following turn. And even if I didn't, I could sack my Teferi just to bounce this back to hand. Another Branch Walker is fine. He's getting a pretty big wild growth. Assassin's Trophy's the scary thing right now. Because at that point, this is just 2 cost remove anything on the board. Thankfully, we've gone wide. We are strong boys. This will be able to get rid of their Vivian. We can... Let's see what we want to do here. Just play this in tapped. No, we can do that. Do we want to do any fun bouncing shenanigans? They're not really doing anything at instant speed that I find relevant. So as much as I love you, Teferi, having 2 counters that I can play in hand right now just feels...
No, I am not making this up as
really good. Opponent gets it. He respects that. That's good. Good on him. Always hold as many counters as you can. Yeah, I guess he can do that with his 2 Llanowars. I'm not too concerned. Sadly, this is actually going to get destroyed, so that is what it is. You did it, bud. You finally got rid of all my basics. I'm trying to remember how many Massacre Girls
I've seen worse.
Golgari land destruction actually runs. Also good news, we'll potentially have a Nissa ult in a couple turns. I don't want to sack her for it. No, man, go ahead. You play your Lanny Wars. I'm not going to Frilled Mystic that. I will Frilled Mystic the Assassin's Trophy, though. Targeting land, targeting a creature, targeting a planeswalker. Going through the routes. Gonna play my Frilled Mystic. Get 3 tokens generated. I'm not gonna lie, earlier in the game, I was a little concerned I couldn't come back from this. Would have been probably smart to do something with that wild growth. Didn't they keep an Assassin's Trophy on top? Huh. Okay. Weird. Do I care about this? No, I think I have to counter something big and scary. Their wild growth is whatever, it's just chump block with any single creature. Let's see, we're halfway through our deck. This game is going on for a while, so this might just be a 2-game episode, no matter how it pans out. Now let's see. Is Buddy just going for the swings now? I think Buddy's just going for the swings now. He don't want Nissa to do Nissa things. Okay, so now we're going to go past the blockers here. So what do we have here? So we can go... Has 7 damage that we'll go through. So let's just start doing basic math. I don't really care about this Paradise. You can just get rid of a Branch Walker for now. You two can get rid of this one. Feel like we are better off just chumping you. Frilled Mystic, you've already done your job. 1, 2, 3 on you. We just do this. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's fine. It's a little bit overkill, but it stops Nissa from taking any damage. And then we're still going to have a really full board. I think opponent just decided to do math is for blockers here, which I think is going to play out in my favor. Yeah, that's fine. Still have all my value. Still start pumping up Nissa. I don't know where that fire effect came from. There's the scoop. It feels good. It feels really good. I've been having a lot of fun with the Bant Hero deck so far, but yeah. That game went on for a good long-ass while, so we're going to call it here. Yeah, someone made a comment. I've been pretty bad at putting deck lists in my video description, so I'm going to get right on to doing that. But yeah, I'm Dr. Et. Thanks so much for watching. Like if you like it, dislike if you don't. For now, catch you next time. Bye for now, everybody!